What's up, yo? It's DR, man. I just wanted to make a video, like a little short little video about like how I feel and such like that. During the times of need, like during the coronavirus, me personally, I'm not really worried about it like that because like there's other things out there that are going on that are much worse than this virus. For example, the news reports on how the coronavirus is killing thousands of Americans, killing like thousands of people and stuff like that. And they want to report on stuff that's probably even bigger than that, like children missing pretty much almost every day, sex trafficking, stuff like that. And they're reporting on the stuff that they want to report. Like people keep saying, like one people keep like one person like I like watched. He said, if you control the media, you control the world. Really, if you control what you put out there, you control the whole world because nowadays people are so weak-headed and minded and believe everything that they hear online. For example, school. School, you need school. You need school. I'm not gonna lie about that. But some things at school are just retarded. I'm just gonna say it like that. And some things at school I don't agree with, and they're just bad. For example, like okay, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like you might disagree with me. I know it's probably gonna be very controversial, but like the American school system is low key kind of racist because they're still teaching kids like in elementary school and middle school that Christopher Columbus discovered America. And I'm sorry if I'm looking out there, but like I was saying, they got them teaching that he discovered America. And actually, we don't know if that's true. And most people, historians, think no, Christopher Columbus was not the first one to discover America. Actually, Native Americans discovered America. White people stole Native Americans' lands and brought all these types of diseases over here, and just took over Native Americans' land and stuff like that. For example, Thanksgiving. I celebrate Thanksgiving, right? I celebrate it. I don't see nothing wrong with the holiday, but like I see like these news articles and videos about how Thanksgiving is a racist holiday, and I see how it is a racist holiday because like it's pretty much white people giving Native Americans food for stealing their land and killing like thousands of Native Americans, and they're pretty much like, oh, here's some food. Sorry for killing a lot of your people and stealing your land, like stuff like that. And a lot of people are probably gonna be like in their head, like, what is this child talking about? He is so ignorant. You could think that if you want to, but like, this is what I believe in. Like nowadays, all you need is money. All you need is money, media attention, like fame to like survive in the world. Like for example, once you gain like popularity and fame and likes, you don't have to work a day in your life. Think about it. You don't have to work a day in your life. You make a good following on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram. You don't have to work another day in your life. Simple as that. So, who do you think a celebrity is? What do you think a celebrity is? Right? Like, they're built off of being better than the average human being when in actuality they're probably no better than you. You're probably on the same playing field. They're no better than you. They sleep like you, they talk like you, they eat what you eat, they do the same things that you do, but they're seen as better because they have more fame, more likes, more attention, and have fancier materialistic stuff than you do, right? Like I'm just making this video out of nowhere because I was just thinking because I'm bored. You really can't do anything because like this whole coronavirus. They got here on the news like it's like the zombie apocalypse. Like, oh my god, it is so dangerous to go outside. Do not go outside at all. Me, I still go outside. I walk, get my fresh air like that sometimes, like once in a blue moon maybe. Like they treat it like it's a zombie apocalypse, and in actuality, I think like yeah, for real. There's worse stuff going on in the world than this virus, but this is the thing that they want to talk about. They report what they want to report. The media wants to send out what they want to send out, right? Because I keep saying there's worse stuff out there in the world than this virus, right? I mean, this virus is no joke. I get that, but there's worse stuff than it. And like for example, I'm just talking random stuff. Like me, for example, I go to school, right? Okay, I'm in school still, right? And like people at my school, they're like 3% that are cool and like 97% are just bad. Like, like I try to fit in, and I gotta learn. I'm still trying to learn how to be myself and not be like other kids in school because like from like 5 years from now, like 50% of them people from school gonna be like homeless, have no job, probably working at Wendy's making below minimum wage or some shit like that. And I'm sorry if I curse, but like, still though. And I'm just thinking to myself, that's why I'm looking like this, because I'm just trying to think right now what else I can talk about. Um, like, like, look up how many, look up like all the bad things that are growing up, like are spewing up in the world, and you can't even look up stuff no more like that because, like, for example, okay, what they give us, Google, Bing, Chrome, all that stuff right there, that's only like 2 to 3 or 4% of what they give us because the real internet is the dark web. For example, let me do an example for you. Let me do an example. For example, this bottle right here, let's pretend this is what they give us, right? This top that you see here, right here, this top right here, that's Google, Bing, Chrome right here. This top is what the government and everybody else gives us. This is what they give us. When this whole bottle, like right here, is the dark web, because like the real internet is the dark web, really. And what they give us is only like 3 or 4%. And in actuality, like 96 or 97% of the internet is the dark web, because the dark web is the real internet, and the government only gives us like 3 to 4% of that, right? So you can't even search things up really like that without the government, like, or like Google, Chrome, like that, like doing stuff. Like I use Google and Chrome to search up stuff, but like you can't always trust Google and Chrome because they spill out false information and stuff like that. And some of you guys probably gonna think I'm ridiculous for saying this. How do we know? Like, how do we know we're not the only races out here? Like that, really? Like, how ridiculous? How dumb do we think? Like the human race thinks that we're the only civilization out here in the universe, right? We don't know that. There's like they claim there's like billions of galaxies out there. How do we know we're not the only people out there in the civilization world? Because science is not always right. Science is probably half the time probably wrong. History is all the time probably halfly wrong. We can't believe what we see on the news or on social media. I mean, I'm falsely accused of I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I believe everything I see on the social media. In the back of my head, I know it's not true, but I like to believe that it's true, right? And I keep saying, I'm sorry for keep looking over here, but some of the things that you see on the internet or on the news is not real. Okay, so like, who knows? We're probably not the only civilization out there. I know we're probably not the only civilizations out there. We're not. Like, how stupid is that sound? We're not the only civilization out there. And like, I'm just like trying to get like broke to the real world and try to see how this world is really right now, because they report on what they want to report on and stuff like that. And how do I think how the coronavirus came about? I believe it's from the government. I'm not even gonna lie, it's from the government. It's just suspicious how it came up in like 2019. That's why it's called COVID-19, because it came up in 2019, right? And it just started spewing up out of nowhere in like late February or late February and early March. It just spewed out of nowhere. Like, it just spewed out of nowhere, right? And like, people say, no, it's not the government. And I'd be like, sometimes, like, during the government's history of being, the government, they've done a lot of shady stuff, right? They've done a lot of shady stuff that we probably, as Americans or everybody in the whole world, don't know about. They've done a lot of shady stuff, right? So we don't know. I feel like the government did it, because it's just really interesting how it just blew out of nowhere. And like I'm saying, you can't believe everything that you see on the news. Like, you can't. I know people can say you stop believing everything that you see online. I know that for a fact. But like, people are like, watch the news, and I be saying in my head, like, you can't believe everything that you see on the news, because sometimes what you see on the news is fake. And like I keep saying, you're probably gonna be thinking, what is this ignorant child talking about? Like, you could think that if you want to, but like, I'm most likely right, man. I just want to do like a little video just show about how this whole thing is going on, and I just wanted to like make a little video, and I was just bored, and yeah, that's it.